Maybe mate, do not even.
Yo, what is the crack, people? So here we are. We're with myself, Sean, and Jay here.
Hey, thanks, guys.
And we're just about to bring on Brendan Spratt. And this is the one, especially if you guys are listening to this back on the podcast or you're watching it on the EFPA business page. We're going to be talking to Brendan Spratt here about how he's launched. Isn't it 3 now you've got, Brendan?
Yeah, we've got 3 studios, Sandyford, Townsend Street, and Bray.
Holy shit. So he's launched 3 of, I think you're probably now the world's fastest functional fitness growing brand, F45, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the world's fastest fitness brand.
Yeah,
it's one of the, it's in like the top 5 fastest growing franchises out of everything. I think like Subway are ahead of us, and F45 is at the top there as well.
Holy shit, Denny. So we're going to get straight into this actually, Brendan, if you're the rock here. So like for people who, and I don't know how the fuck this would be, but like for somebody who does not know what the crack is with F45, what is the whole thing? What's the philosophy? What's F45 do? How's it work?
Okay, so F45, it merges, it hits the sweet spot between training on your own in the gym and training with a personal trainer. So it's group fitness. We describe it as personal training within a group. We merge high intensity interval training, circuit training, and functional movement training into what we think or what is the most effective and efficient workout on the market. A few other things about it is we've got 3,000 exercises in our database. That's probably actually even more now. It's probably about 3,500 exercises in the database. So you'll never repeat a workout or you'll never get bored as well. We've got amazing technology in the studio. Actually, technology is really at the forefront of F45. Everything is done through our app. We have a few different apps for a few different things. I don't want to confuse people by going into that too soon, but you book in on the app. But you can probably see I'm in the studio now. We have TVs around the room which are actually displaying the workout on that day. So if you're a client in our gym, you know you can just follow the workout on the screen. So our trainers are in the gym. They're fully committed. They're not up doing the workout themselves or showing the class what to do. They're one-on-one with the clients, motivating, encouraging them, and making sure that their form is perfect.
Gotcha. A lot in that, man. Why do you call the F45? Is it 45 minutes or what? Is that right?
Yeah, so the F is for functional and the 45 is every class is 45 minutes. So it's all class-based group fitness training as well.
Gotcha. Well, look, what was it attracted you to the brand initially? Like, what got you interested in it and wanted you to get involved in it? Yeah,
I came across it completely by accident. I probably like a lot of your clients, PT clients. In 2013, I started becoming a bit disillusioned with my job. I had a good job and a good future in that job, and money was good, and I actually enjoyed the job, but I just started looking to the future and thinking, is this how I see the rest of my life? And I started thinking about other things that I enjoyed doing, and one of those things was fitness. I had really got into fitness and going to the gym myself and soaking up all the knowledge I could find myself. So I started thinking, what if I could turn this passion, this hobby, into something more serious? So I decided to do a personal training course. I didn't put any pressure on myself. As I said, the job I had was a good job that I did enjoy. But I decided there was a niggling voice in my head that was saying, this is something you should do. So I took 6 weeks out, did the PT course, loved it, thought, yeah, this is something I would like to proceed with. I knew myself that I wanted to open my own business. The whole reason of leaving one job was to be my own boss. So I knew myself I wanted to do that. So I started looking at different like franchises and different fitness. And I just didn't, one thing I was looking at was a spin studio, but I just didn't, nothing ever felt 100% right. So then I continued to do my job and life went on. And 2 years later, I was in Australia. And I had lived in Australia previously, and I used to go to a spin studio there that I really liked. And I went back to this studio. I was on an extended holiday, and I wanted to keep fit while being away. I went back to the spin studio, and it was gone. And I was actually devastated to see it gone because I'd really loved it, and it had been replaced with something called F45. So my first opinion of F45 was, what the hell is this? Like, what have you done with my lovely spin studio? But the guy came out who was working there. He saw me looking in the window, and he came out and he was just telling me about it, and he pitched it to me. And I was a bit like, I wasn't into team sports in school. I never really liked the idea of training within a team, within a group. I'd always been a bit not afraid of it, but it just never appealed to me. I liked going to the gym on my own. I liked going to spin studio. And he came out, he pitched it to me, so I said I'll go in and give it a go. So this was in Bondi, and they had a paid trial. So I went in, I got the first week half price, went in, did the first class, absolutely loved it. Like, I went back around then and bought the full month up front then. I was like, yeah, this is for me. This is a great workout. Because as I said, I felt like I was going in there 45 minutes. I was getting like as good a workout as I'd get with a personal trainer without the cost of a personal trainer. And I just felt like it was a great workout. Anyway, so then as the weeks in Australia went on, I was like, oh, I really think Dublin is missing something like this. I started thinking again, could this be the business that I was looking for? So I came home and I started going around and trying out different classes in Dublin, and nothing compared to F45. So I started the conversation with F45 then. That was in March 2016. I signed up, and fast forward, it did take a long time. We opened Sandyford 15 months later. Was when we opened Sandyford. So I got the ball rolling straight away, and that's how I came across it.
Amazing. And tell us this, in terms of approaching the franchise, what was that?
So like every step presents its own difficulties. I think when you go out and start be your own boss, you face different challenges every day. The hardest part, I think there's two hard parts. The first one is property in Dublin. I think in Ireland overall, finding a suitable property, a suitable premises. Like we have, this is our studio in Bray. As you can see, it's a perfect F45 studio. It's 200 square meters. But finding a 200 square meter space in Dublin when we're just coming out of recession, it has been really, really difficult. We've got there though, and then when you do find it, you're competing with other people because obviously other people are looking for spaces as well. And then, each studio, we have 3 studios now. They've all presented different problems, but we just work through the problems and get on with it. Second biggest challenge has been finding good trainers and good staff and getting the right people into the gym. I really believe the F45 workout is outstanding and it is market leading. So it's just fine. So I have no concerns about the workout in the studio. It's finding the right people to deliver the workout has been an ongoing, not a problem because we do have a great team now, but it's something that we're always, it's something that we always have to work at, is finding the right people and bringing them on board. Yeah.
It's a challenge, definitely. Well, actually, we'll probably just do this now because you're actually looking some trainers. So,
yeah,
what sort of guy are you looking for? Anybody who's watching this, this could be the bit that they tuned in for, because I said to them that you would have an opportunity. How many staff are you looking right now? Where is it, and what sort of dude are you looking for?
Well, we're always looking for good trainers. We'll always find a role for the right people. So we. At the moment, we're looking for one person in town, in Townsend Street, in the city centre. We are eager to get someone on board there as soon as we can. But we have plans to open our 4th studio later this year. So we're already looking out for potential trainers and possibly a potential manager for that studio as well. We're really we're quite flexible as well in what we want. We are open to obviously guys or girls and all age ranges as well. We're open to anyone really, and we are very flexible with hours as well. We're like, if someone comes in, we encourage people to work in other gyms or do their own thing, or we have a yoga instructor on board. We have people that work in gyms as personal trainers. So we're very open to people working in other gyms or other. We actually have a nurse on board as well. So we're open to people coming on part-time as well.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So in short, that was my long-winded way of saying we definitely have opportunities in Townsend Street now, potentially Sandyford and Bray over the next few months, and then a fourth studio, which should be opening summertime.
That's tons, man. What should somebody do if they want to apply to this? Do they need to send a CV to you, or what?
Yeah, a CV would be great. I'd love if they came in and did a class as well.
Right.
You know, are the people that have worked out the best for us, our best trainers, are the people that have a genuine passion and interest in F45. They're the people that tend to stay with us because they love the workouts, so they love delivering the workouts. So I'd love, that would be my first thing I'd say is come into a class and see if it's for you. You know, on top of that, we'd love to see your CV as well. If you want to send it in and start a conversation, we could arrange for you to come in and do a class as well. So I can give the email address now, or if people want to get a pen and paper. I'll repeat this in a bit, but so JP is our area manager and he looks after all of our hiring. So I'd ask people to send JP their CV. It's joneil@f45training.ie.
Lovely stuff.
I'll say that again at the end.
No worries. Yeah, we'll get it a few times and I'll stick it up at the end. I'll type it in. Now, I know the people who are going to be watching Brendan are going to be where you were you had a career and you were thinking about getting into fitness as a career, but that might scare the shit out of some of these people because they're worried that it might fail. Some people even think they're too old. You know, there's all these struggles going through their heads. What would your best advice, because you're one of these people who has overcome those struggles yourself, so you're in the best position to advise these. What advice would you have for somebody who's struggling with those kind of fears of getting into fitness?
The first thing I'd say is don't let age put you off changing. Like if you're in your 40s, 50s, like, and you have a feeling that you're not happy with what you're doing now, and like I think if you're going to, don't just do a fitness course because it's something to do because you're not happy in your life. I think you have to go out and discover what your passion is and what you love, and the chance of turning your passion into a career should be your focus. If fitness and helping people, I think that's really important as well. I think a lot of people do a PT course thinking, oh, I love going to the gym. I love going to gym myself, but really working in the fitness industry is all about helping other people. So I think for a moment, you have to be little bit like, look away from yourself and think about, do I want a career helping other people achieve their fitness goals? Listen to that. You don't want, my biggest thing is I didn't want to look back on my life and have any regrets. Previous to this, 10 years beforehand, I had a really good job. Well, when I say really good, it was a pensionable job. I'd worked really hard to get a full-time contract. I had been made permanent after 3 years of getting the contract. And this is in TV. This is in an industry that it can be quite hard to get like a good pensionable job in. My dad worked in the same job his whole career, so he was always pushing me to get a good pensionable job. I got it, and then I was suddenly 30 or like late 20s, and I realized that I'd kind of forgot about travel. All my friends had gone off traveling, and I'd never done the Australia thing, and I'd never gone traveling because I was so focused on getting this good job. So I decided to leave the job. I firstly took a career break, and went traveling, and then another opportunity came up, and I had to end up having to leave that job, and that was the best decision I ever made, just for the way my life has gone. So if there is someone that has that niggling feeling, and there's that voice saying this is not the path I should be on, I really want to do fitness, then do it. Listen to your gut and go for it is what I'd say.
Cracking advice.
Yeah, amazing advice. I suppose you might have touched on this question a little bit already, but maybe just to kind of bring it into the business realm, let's say, for you, looking back at what you've just done, what's the most important thing when you are running your own business or your own fitness business, whether it be F45 or people who are trying to get going themselves and do something similar? The
most important thing, I just staying on top of everything. I suppose it's to make a business a success. I think having the right people around you, I suppose, is the first thing. Realizing that you cannot be good, realizing your own strengths as well, and what you're good at as well, and then delegating. For something like F45, which I couldn't run it all on my own. I met someone last week who is thinking about opening a franchise, and they were saying that they were going to do it in as they were going to keep their full-time job, and train classes in the morning. And I was just like okay, that's not going to work. I'm working this full time, and at the start I was coaching classes as well. And then when I was coaching classes, my mind was kind of in, I have to refund that person, or I have to get on to the sign guy, or I have to, so I realized, no, my strength is not here. I'm not I need people coaching classes that are fully committed to that. My strength is in the customer service, being on the door, looking after memberships. So I suppose it's fine discovering what your own strength is and playing to that, and then finding other people that can do things stronger than you can and putting them into those roles as well. And just staying on top of everything. Customer service is so important for us. I want everyone coming into our studio to have the best 45 minutes of their day. It's so important for me, that everyone gets a warm welcome when they come in. I really need the trainers to whatever's going on in their life, I need them to leave it at the door. I need, if I come into a studio and I saw a trainer, and this has never happened, but if I saw them, and friendships do grow, but I want the trainers to not be moaning or not be negative or not be, I need them to bring that positive energy into the studio. It all comes from the top. So it's just making sure that the atmosphere is right in the studio, making sure that everyone that comes into the studio has a great experience, making sure everyone is paying their membership so that you can stay open, making sure the emails are on top, making sure the cleaning is on top. There's a million elements probably that goes into making your studio a success, but just staying on top of everything and working bloody hard to make sure that you are on top of everything.
I think another thing as well that you kind of said before this is, why you're doing it. You've mentioned numerous times about following a passion, following the desire that you had, and ultimately wanting to help more people. And this is the vehicle, fitness or F45 is the vehicle that you're using. This
is a great industry to work in. I actually just finished a class myself, and there was a lady in the class, and we had these 8-week challenges that are really successful, and they're really successful because they get great results. And she was saying she had a bit of a meltdown over the weekend. I don't think she's ever really been trained that much at all. Lovely person. And I was just saying, just remember what you're doing it for. You're doing it for you. That by you doing here and losing weight and getting fit, you're gonna, she's got young kids. She's gonna be able to go out, play soccer with them, run with them. She's gonna prolong her life. We're giving her habits now that are are essentially gonna make her have a longer, happier, healthier life. It's great to know that you're in a business that is first helping your the one thing I loved about in the early, and even now when on those busy days I could still go into work and get a workout done no matter how busy I'd be, so it's a really good industry to be involved in.
Yeah, brilliant, good advice. Now the other thing I want to talk about is because you've mentioned this a couple of times, is F45 is a particular way you want people who really love that. So do you think the staff have an awful lot to do with creating the environment, or how important are they to creating the right environment in your gym?
100%. The right trainers either make or break a studio. I genuinely love F45. So I love when I'm in other countries. I will always go to the studios to check them out, and I can see myself. I was just in Dubai recently, and there was one trainer who was absolutely brilliant, and the other trainer was not good at all. So and if it had just been that trainer who was not good, and I had gone into the studio, if I lived in Dubai, I wouldn't have come back the next day. As I said, our workouts are brilliant, but I think what keeps people coming back is our trainers, is the people getting a really good session, really good trainers. So our trainers are so important to the right trainers are so important to the success of our studio.
Cool. If people are kind of watching this now live, or if they're watching it back, and you kind of told us your story at the beginning, what do you think are the top kind of takeaway points that somebody, let's say a young coach, could take from looking at your story and implement for themselves?
I guess face the fear and do it anyway would be the main thing,
Yeah.
I said it all before, but if you know this is something you want to do, just do it. The second thing I'd say would be always be open to learning. You know, any opportunity from head office to learn about marketing, or I'm like running my own 3R45s, but I always take any opportunity to upskill and learn. So if that comes your way, always be able to learn. And even you can learn from your clients. You can learn from other trainers. Just never think that you know everything. Always be open to learning more from people, and listen to what people are saying. And you might not agree with them, but you might, whatever they tell you could lead you down other paths. And be professional is the other thing I'd say. This is your career. This is your job. Working in a gym can sometimes feel like your social life as well, but it's not. You know, you need to be professional. You need to make sure you're on time. And it can be tough. You know, if you're up at 5 a.m. or 4:30, don't be up watching Netflix till midnight. Go to bed. You need to be in the best form you can be for your clients the next morning. You don't want to be yawning or tired or in bad form. So yeah, be professional at all times would be another point.
Yeah,
Cracking.
Solid.
Cracking. Dude, I'm going to pull you on this, right? Because you did say one time on video that when you see elite on a CV, you know that person is worth talking to. Let me pull you in that. What do you mean by that? What is it that you're looking for in a coach, and why do you think our guys have what you're looking for?
Yeah, 3 out of our 4 last hires were elite, from elite. And a couple of people that are in our studios that love training, but have other careers, are also doing elite courses at the moment. Right. So I think elite has a really good reputation. I think people that do PT courses, that do their research, that talk to other people that have done PT courses, they tend to gravitate towards elite. If I see elite on a CV, I will always I'll always take a CV seriously anyway, but I'll always think, great, they've had good training there. From coming to your nights as well, I can see that there's a real level of professionalism. There's a real level of knowledge that people leave with. I really feel like the techniques they learn in elite, looking at the recent trainers who are recent qualified from elite that are working here in Bray, they are just brilliant at technique, at just helping people with technique. They're really professional. You learn a lot of valuable qualities definitely on the elite course.
Cool, thank you, man. Brilliant. And what are you looking for in a coach then? And give us again that email that they need to send a CV to.
Yeah, we really personality basically. You can be the best trainer. You can be the most knowledgeable trainer. And we've all walked into a gym and seen that trainer who is telling everyone what to do, but he's not friendly and kind of almost like arrogant about it. That kind of trainer does not work in F45. We need people that are, obviously qualified PTs, fitness instructors, but personable and have good energy. We want people that bring that good energy into the room. And then if someone comes in feeling down or feeling upset, or they didn't really want to work out today, they're leaving feeling uplifted and energized. So we need people that have really good energy and good personalities and want to help people achieve their fitness goals. It's a cliche, but it's true. People that really do want to help people.
Deadly. Give us that email address again that they need to send in their applications to. Is it
J O'Neill?
J O'Neill, that's double L, JONEILL at f45training.ie. Or they can just get onto Facebook and message any of the studios, or you can get onto the website, www.f45training.ie /Sandyford /Bray /10th Street Dublin, and send us an email there, and we'll make sure it gets to JP.
Lovely. Thanks, man. I like some of the things you said there about you want these guys to actually do a class and know what they're trying to emulate when they're going to be a staff member. I mean, we have the same kind of philosophy here. The people really do need to fit into the philosophy. They need to know why they want to be part of F45 and be able to actually facilitate the kind of training you believe in too. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But yeah, you need to come and do a class. And Monday, Wednesday, Friday, our cardio Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday are strength, and Saturdays are super circuit. But you need to come and see our classes and our different types of classes, and know that this is something that you'd enjoy delivering.
Yeah. Okay, man. So what's next for you then? You're launching this new joint. Where is it?
Yeah, our Sandyford and Townsend Street studios are flying. They're doing great. So we want to add more classes in Townsend Street. We're building Bray. The feedback in Bray has been amazing. And we're opening a fourth studio. It's not signed yet, but it's South Dublin.
Should we be worried?
No. Maybe no. There's room for everyone in fitness business.
Definitely.
There's room for everyone. I don't see anyone as competition. I see there's space for everyone. This industry has just grown and grown and grown. People are getting healthier. People are getting fitter. We just need the government to give us some support to keep people out of the hospitals, get them into the gyms, you know. But there's room for everyone. We're just grown and grown. Irish people, it's great seeing like my nephews. I like they're teenagers, and I love seeing how into fitness they are. You know, they want to go. They're so into learning about fitness, and fitness industry is only going to get bigger and bigger, and there is room for everyone in it.
I like that you saying that, because there's a lot of people
Scarce.
Yeah, the kind of scarcity, man, is bang on, Jay. You know, people are saying the fitness industry's saturated. And, you know, my mate he tried to be a trainer and he couldn't get any clients. And, you know, then he had to go back to his job with his tail between his legs. And it doesn't fucking work because, you know, my mate Dave tried. And what do you think? Is that bullshit or what's the crack?
But maybe he wasn't maybe a personal trainer wasn't the right job for him, you know. But, there could be other things in the fitness industry that would be good. Maybe he would have been a brilliant F45 coach, you know. Yeah. Maybe that's what suited him. Maybe he'd be a brilliant F45 studio manager. Just because he's not good at, I don't think I would be a good one-on-one PT. My mind is thinking about I like to spend an hour one-on-one with someone. I just wouldn't appeal to me. But coaching an F45 class or managing an F45 studio would. I think don't just think that being a qualified PT is that the only job for you is one-on-one personal training. There's so many other jobs and roles out there in the fitness industry that could be open to you as well.
That's damn good advice, man. Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, mate. So I think that is fucking tons of information.
Yeah.
What's the plans for the rest of the day? You got any more stuff going on there? Or
what am I doing? I'm going home to walk the dog and get emails done and spend some time with my son as well. I have a 14-month-old son. So
oh shit.
In the middle of opening F45 studios, he managed to have as well. So, and enjoy the sunshine.
Brilliant. Yeah, good idea, man.
Excellent.
Look, thanks a million for coming on, Brendan. Let's help you get this place full when it opens up and you actually finally tell us where the location is, because it sounds like you don't want to.
Hopefully we'll have another one in the city soon as well. I'm North County Dublin. I'm hoping to get out there as well.
Good. Well, give us a shout when you need help with that, man.
Yeah, I would love that. Great.
We'll see you guys. Thanks, man.
Have a great weekend.
Thanks a million. Take care, guys.
Cheers, man.